So today we're going to talk about the addition rule. So if you remember, we've been discussing counting, and we previously talked about the multiplication rule, but today we're going to talk about the addition rule. So the setup for this, so let's suppose we have a set of objects. So I'm going to draw a picture. I'm just going to draw like an oval shape to represent a set of objects. And then we're going to imagine that we can break this set up into subsets. And in particular, we want these subsets to be mutually disjoint. So if I take any two pairs, they don't have anything in common. So you can imagine, let's say I have some elements here and here. And what I do is I break this up into subsets. And so here I have three subsets. I would have this set being A1, this middle set as being A2, and this third set being A3. And so the addition rule tells us that if I want to know the total number of elements in this set, I just add up the number of elements in each subset. And we can do that again because here these sets are mutually disjoint. They don't have anything in common. So let's go ahead and state the addition rule. So suppose a finite set equals the union of k distinct mutually disjoint subsets A1, A2, up through AK, then the number of elements in A, it's the number of elements in A1 plus the number of elements in A2, all the way down to the number of elements in set AK. So this is the addition rule. And let's look at an example here. So let's say my set A is going to have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G in it. And A1, I'm going to break this up into three subsets, and I want them to be mutually disjoint. So A1 will have AB, A2 will have C, D, and E, A3 will have F and G in it. Now, if I take the union of these three sets together, I would get the set A back. And if I look at the intersection of any two pairs, so A1 intersect A2, A1 and A2 have nothing in common, it would be the empty set A1 and A3. They have nothing in common, empty set A2 and A3 are the empty set. So these last three conditions here tell me that these sets are mutually disjoint. So because they're mutually disjoint, if I didn't know the number of elements in A, one way we could find that out is by adding up the number of elements in A1, A2, and A3. So in particular, the total number of elements I have in the set would be 7. So it's another way of counting elements of a set.